Good evening, everyone. What we're looking at here is just the digital portion of the ham shack on the left there, and that's grid tracker. This is the flex radio that I use for the HF voice. But really what this is about this evening is I picked up, in fact, someone gave to me, one of a fellow ham, gave me a circuit board and a unit that is used for remote antennas and that sort of stuff. So anyway, I figured it all out, and I built myself a 3D case, very solid, has 4 inputs or outputs. Now you look at it with one antenna. So what I'm doing now is taking one antenna and distributing it among different radios. And there's about a 50 dB isolation there on that unit. So the other day I said, well, I thought I'd like to have a remote box, so I built a remote box. And so we have now, they indicate which radio, and that's pretty good. But then there's no app for this, and I don't know how to code, but AI does. Thank goodness. So I had it build some buttons for me that indicate the radio, and there it is there. And that's directly connected via an 8266 wireless chip into that little box. So basically right now what's happening is that
MCHF Radio 2 is selected.
So when I flick this here, I get the voice feedback, I get the color feedback, and as you heard, I get the audio feedback. And down here, this has gone from one switch to another. Sorry about a movement there, a little hard when you're trying to do the one-hand thing. If I say move it back up to QDX.
QDX Radio 1 is selected.
Then I'll move back down to the SDR.
MCHF Radio 2 is selected.
That's SDR. And you can see lots of signals coming in there. Gonna move it around here a bit.
These are coming in really audible, class, nice and clean.
He's got a bit of distortion in his voice. I'll just turn that down. And then we have the flex here. I'll just start it up. The antenna is still on the other radio at the moment, but I'll give it a sec. And you can see there's no signal there. So I'll tell it to go to the flex.
Flex Radio 4 is selected.
And now you can see all the signals have come in. And if I turn the audio on, so there you go. I can flick back and forth, and I get audio feedback. And this actually will work anywhere. If I do a, oops, let me put that to ground.
Ground all is selected.
This grounds all the stations right now. So the thing would be is that, so this works anywhere on any PC inside the house, even on a regular phone. If I do a port forward and just tell it the port number, then I could actually do that from anywhere in the world. But mostly I want to do it from here. So anyway, believe it or not, I only coded about 1 line or 2, just modified things. But this was all created by me asking ChatGPT, the AI artificial intelligence type program, and basically saying I wanted, you know, a URL that basically that would show me buttons with this color, and then once it changes, once I select it,
Flex Radio 4 is selected.
it's to speak it, it's to turn it green, and all that sort of stuff. And you see now it's going back. So anyway, that's the, let me turn this back to ground here.
Ground all is selected.
So that just shows you the possibilities. I remember trying to code things and having to go back and forth, and you know, having friends help me. I was never a programmer, even though I had been taught some programming. So now with the the AIs, basically, things like this are really possible for anybody. Once you get the idea of how to ask it correctly, and then you keep asking it again to modify it more and more to what you want, and you end up with something like this. And I say this evening, I just thought, well, maybe I can have it speak the buttons. And that was actually really easy. It just did it within seconds. So I guess the next thing is I want to see if I can tell Alexa or any one of those units to recognize the module. That'll be a little trickier, but anyway, it's working. And this is just a little background here. I am running WSJT XZ, sorry, and I'm running Grid Tracker at the moment. In fact, I'll put that over to the whatchamacallit here, the QDX. That's the little QRP Labs fella. I'm going to flick that fella.
QDX Radio 1 is selected.
There you go. And that's one I keep on all the time, basically for running FT8, FT4, and some of the other modes. And that's about it. It's doing a voice thing in the background. So that's it. Just a quick one. Pretty interesting how it came out so far. Just about got it 100% here. I'm looking for maybe, like I say, be able to just speak like I'm speaking now and have that work. 7 trees. You guys have a great day from V1BWV. Joe here in New Brunswick.